as of right now. I was heading down here to go kill the Black Knight. These guys are pretty tough in the beginning. They have a lot of hit points, and they do significant amount of damage to new players. Really shouldn't be taken lightly. But if you could parry them, or basically, backstab fish, you'll be able to kill them pretty quickly. You normally want to get them out into an open area, though, so you have time to, area, like space to maneuver. See what the two-hand does, see if it gives us any extra damage. Oh. Oh. Shield bash. I have not been able to parry that. I don't know if it is parryable, so just watch out for that. It consumes large amounts of health and stamina. I'm getting some pretty good drops from the Black Knights. It's very good. And I guess the next victim would be this lizard here, quick. Always try to get those guys. If you end up missing them and they basically bury themselves or disappear or whatever it is that they do, you can always just start quick aim, reload, and you'll be able to see them again. You don't lose them forever, or at least I never have. So this fight's a little tough, but it helps you out more than enough, because he gives you 3,000 souls and a ring that honestly most of my characters use. I find it extremely useful, and we're going to see if I can get it. Without dying. You'll notice that the magic really doesn't do a whole lot to him. Havells' armor and shield have some of the best magic defense in the game. So you probably won't do too much if you're a magic user shooting spears at him. And Havells' a boss, so I always bow to him after killing him in the cheapest way possible. You gotta love this little jail cell tower he's in. That'll definitely come up in other videos later on when I start talking about a little bit of the lore that I mentioned. I will. As for now, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Everything in this game is basically built up to your own interpretation of what you read and what you find and what you find out and what you think. It's one of the best parts about the game. So here we are back again, running through the Darkroot Forest. We're going to go back to see Andre of Astora. Certain enemies that you talk to, you'll be able to learn gestures. A lot of them are really good for PvP scenarios. A lot of them are just good in general. repair box is usually the second main thing that I buy besides the bottomless box. You can basically run to the blacksmiths to have any of your stuff smithed, but it's always a good idea to buy these things when you have, you know, the extra souls to do so. Loving these drops. We got a 6-eyed Chandler there. That guy is a real pain. He does some things that just can literally hurt your entire game right away. He does this funny little dance with a trident, and it powers up all of his buddies, which isn't really a good scenario for you, because hollows at this point of this game are still deadly without that, especially when they do that maniac attack. I don't even know what you want to call it. And from here we go back to get our Estus up to 10 in case if we have any trouble. I'm also going to go human, the humanity that I got. Mix and match everything a little bit there, why not, right? Throw on Havells ring and the red tearstone ring. There is one more ring you could obtain right now for newer players. It's called the blue tearstone ring. It has the opposite effect of the red tearstone. Instead of increasing your attack power, it actually increases your defense. So, I mean, if you plan on getting beaten up a lot and then putting on the tearstone ring just so you might not die, in my opinion, it's really not worth it. If anything's going to be able to one-shot you when your health is low, then that ring probably won't help you anyway. In my opinion, it's just a waste of a ring slot. So we can start waxing some of these guys. One of the reasons I love this Astora straight sword is, let's see how this guy died, huh? I bet you got cornered. Using force and got beat up. See? The Astora straight sword has an awesome thrust attack. And, you know, just like the rules of 300, it doesn't matter how many enemies they are, as long as you funnel them. Ooh, you see how much damage that one hollow did? So you try to, you know, not necessarily retreat, but definitely get a more tactical advantage. Ooh. I'm not interested in seeing what my Tearstone does, mainly because they die with one shot anyway. It doesn't matter how strong I hit them. Alright, so we got another Boulder Knight here. Ooh. poking me in the face. I hate when people put messages right where it... They put them in the dumbest spots, like right where you have to access a ladder or pick up an item or right in front of a bonfire. So you constantly have to toggle in between to do things. I'm actually surprised there isn't one here. Anyway, this is Lautrec. If you have the master key, you can open it up. If not, you got to find his key below the steel bore. This guy ends up being pretty useful later on in the game. There's more than one way you can deal with him. Pretty surprised I haven't gotten invaded yet, actually. That's another thing. When you actually are human, when you recover your humanity and, you know, become human instead of a hollow, you see these signs right here, and that's the Sunbro. I could actually summon him. Actually, I didn't get my summon stone yet, so that's definitely one thing I'm gonna have to do. Should probably go do that first. Can't believe I did it again. I will just go kill the boss. One of the things you always want to try to do when fighting a boss is if he has a tail, try to hit it, because when they get removed, you'll get a boss weapon. And a lot of the times those boss weapons are definitely worth starting the fight over if you don't get it. Oh, Solair's coming pretty close to dying, and that's not good, because as of right now, he's chiefing out these guys for me. Oh. Oh. Oh, come on, really? You're telling me I didn't hit him with any of those? Alright, that's tough. Well, I guess we'll end it there, and what I'm going to do is start up the next video by actually showing you how to get the white tear stone ring. I mean, the white soapstone. Because I probably should grab that before I summon Solair. But, yeah, that's about it.